Hello everyone, this is Boricua Binks and welcome to Let's Play Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. In the last episode we were continuing on with in the trial and we were trying to prove that Miss April May is a big fat liar. Yeah, that was nice. And she's already pretty much cornered, hence the music playing. And now all we gotta do is explain how she knew the weapon was a clock. She knew because she heard about it. The witness had never held a clock in her hand. However, she had heard that it was a clock. She heard. That is correct, Your Honor. There is no other way she could have known the thinker was a clock. And I can show you the proof. Well, this is interesting. Let's see it then. Show me evidence proving that the witness had heard the murder weapon was a clock. Here's that wiretap. Have a look at this. Oh, that! I found this in Miss May's room. Oh, snap. Oh, what's that? Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is. Miss April May, you were tapping the victim, Miss Mia Fay's phone, were you not? Your Honor, this is irrelevant. I'm not entirely sure that it is. Objection overruled. It troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap. This is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim that the witness was tapping her phone? Absolutely. Even if that was the case, which it's not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that? I think not. Really, Edgeworth, you forgot what we presented earlier? Oh yeah? I think I can. It's simple. What? This funny back and forth. You guys are like children. It's like, no you can't, yes I can. No you can't, yes I can. Anything you can do, I can do better. Okay, I'll stop. Here's my proof. The proof that the victim said on the phone that the weapon was a clock is, of course, the cell phone again. Call me maybe. Okay, I'm such a dork. I present the defendant's cell phone. Yes, we've seen that. Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Well, actually, there's something I want you to hold on to for me. Again? What's it this time? It's a clock. It's made to look like that statue, the thinker, and it tells you the time. There we go. Miss April May, you used a wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong? Edgeworth. Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer. Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May. Shut up, all of you. What gives you the right to talk to me like that, you lawyer? There she goes again. She's scary. It's not fair, all of you ganging up on me like that. Oh, so I'm the bad girl, is that it? Is that it? Crocodile tears indeed. That did it. The court's seen the real Miss April May now. Come on, they saw it earlier too. Now, to deal the final blow. You did it, didn't you? I would love to say that, but we're not going to. Because we know she was across the way, so. Why the wiretap? Why did you tap her phone? Answer the question.
Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't tippity-tapping irrelevant?
Ugh, she's saying exactly what Edgeworth wants her to say. Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant. They're all saying, oh, yeah. While this court does not condone the defense's tone of speech, he has a point. Oh, come on. We have to play hardball with these people. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? Can you prove you had nothing to do with this murder, even though you tapped her phone? Huh, I like to see her pull that off.
Mr. Lawyer, I saw that evil grin. You were probably thinking, I'd like to see her pull that off, weren't you?
How the heck could she know the exact words he was thinking? Damn, she's good.
Well, you're not the first man who's thought that. And of course, I can, and I will.
You can't be serious. No way.
Way, I say. Way. Oh, and I assure you, I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Okay, so the killing happened around 9 o'clock at night? Why, that's just when I was getting room service from that sweet bellboy.
Room service?
Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee, you know, like normal coffee, but cold.
I actually like iced coffee. I'm not much of a coffee drinker. I prefer tea or just water, but I like iced coffee more than regular hot coffee. I'm very impatient. Okay.
If you don't drink it quick, the ice melts and then you have regular cold coffee.
Iced coffee?
Think I'm making this up? Ask the bellboy.
Ergo, the witness was not on the scene at the time of the murder. Ugh. Dude, she didn't do it. But we have to prove she's connected. So, where does that leave us? It is my great displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's telephone. However, that is a separate crime with no bearing on the current case whatsoever. Her testimony stands. She saw the defendant, Maya Fey, commit murder. No, they're going to let her just walk away. There's no way I can win this unless I tie Miss May to the murder somehow. Well, does the defense have anything to say? Well, come on, think of something. This is a point where I really don't think we can get anything else out of her, unfortunately. So let's call the bellboy as a witness. We gotta try something. The defense would like to call the hotel bellboy as a witness. There's something suspicious there, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it.
I think you've sunken quite low enough already.
I object to calling the bellboy. Why? What's your reason? Because I hold that wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. However, if you agree to one condition, I'll consent to calling this witness. Oh boy. Condition. If Miss April May's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy, then you will recognize that Miss April May was not the killer, thus she is innocent. Therefore, you must accept the verdict of guilty for Miss Maya Fey. That is my condition. Oh crap. What? I'd better find something suspicious in that bellboy's testimony. Otherwise, Maya will be declared guilty on the spot. What should I do? See, the choices here are bad, but we have to accept the condition. All right, I've got nothing to lose except for, well, everything. Understood. I accept your condition. Fool. You fell right into my trap. Uh-oh. Wait. Very well. The court calls the hotel what was I saying? The court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand. I should stop recording when my mouth is hurting. That's the only time I have to record this week, man. Okay. I believe we're ready for the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy. Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service. The tea set looks rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony. He could have put it down. Come on now. Very good, sir. Okay. I am the head bellboy at the fine Gatewater Hotel in business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8 o'clock in the evening from our guest, Miss May. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 o'clock on the dot, sir. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course. There she is, all flirty with him. And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. I see. The defense may begin its cross-examination. Right. I'm ready. I hope. This is it. If I can't prove Miss May was involved with the murder now, why, I will be finished. Okay. Let's see what we got. Yes, that's nice. 8 o'clock in the evening. Nice one. 9 o'clock on the dot. That's very precise. 9 o'clock on the dot, you say? Yes, I confirmed that detail several times. She was watching a program on the TV and wished to drink after she finished, sir. 9 o'clock, the time of the murder. Yeah. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course. Okay. To our guest. Let's press on this. You are sure it was Miss April May herself? Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. Yes, sir. As in, so very absolutely, sir. It's an endearing mannerism of mine. How come you're so very certain? Oh, look at that face. Well, when I brought the room service, sir... Sorry about that, guys. The guest, sir, favored me with an embracer, sir. Embracer? I don't know. Embracer? Is that French for embrace? It's French for kiss, sir. But not a French kiss, sir. More of a peck on the cheek. Why would she have done that? I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanor, sir. It was a moment I shall never ever forget, sir. Sounds pretty fishy to me. I think our Miss May was up to something and wanted the bellboy to remember her. Oh boy, couldn't find anything. It's no good. There's nothing there. Is that it? Tisk, tisk. Finally, you understand. This bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, you will end this rather tedious cross-examination here. Oh boy. It was a bit tedious. The witness may leave the stand. I can't let this happen, can I? Let's protest. Wait, please wait. Yes, does the defense have something to add? One last question. Let me ask one last question. Your Honor, I must object. This charade of justice has gone on long enough. Now, Mr. Edgeworth. All right, Mr. Wright, I'll give you one more question, that's all. Okay. This is really it now. This is my last chance. What do I ask him about? Whew. This is the hard question, man. If you get this wrong, it's not good. But let's ask about check-in, shall we? Tell me about check-in. Tell me about when you checked in Miss May. Oh, all right. Very well, sir. My first thought was that she was a beautiful, beautiful person. She's just my type of girl, so it was a disappointment, really. I see. Wait, what? Excuse me, what exactly was a disappointment? Well, I am not without charm, sir, but even I'd have little chance with her lover there. What did he say? What did you say? Rather, quite. Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Did Miss May check in with another person? There we go. I object. That was objectionable. He's at a loss. Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question. Yes, I see. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Well, sir, you didn't ask. Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention. Ah, yes, quite, indeed. It was the, good barrister... Barrister? Where is that? Barrister's there, Mr. Edgeworth, who... What? Edgeworth again? He asked me not to mention it if I wasn't specifically asked, sir. Oof. You fool. Edgeworth. I've done it. I've won. Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man. Correct? Yes, sir. Then, when you brought them room service, you didn't see that man in the room. That's right, sir. Your Honor, we have just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. In this new light, I hold that it's impossible to judge the defendant. You agree, Mr. Edgeworth? Who is this other person? No question mark there, but okay. Simple. It was the man with Miss May. The man who checked in with Miss May. Oof. Your Honor, as has been previously revealed, Miss April May was tapping the victim's phone. Yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. My, what a convenient little setup. But it's too late. Too late? I suppose you'd like it if it was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man from this court. Oof. That is true. Bad boy. Upstart. Amateur. These accusations are ludicrous. Enough. The court acknowledges the defense's argument. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood? Yes. Yes, Your Honor. That is all today for the trial of Maya Fay. Court is adjourned. There we go. That's it for this part. Man, it was an uphill battle. At least we bought us more time.
Mr. Wright, you were amazing in there.
Really? I think I might be your newest fan. Oh, I was just doing my job, you know. Then again, that other attorney was pretty cool too. He looks cool and all, but he's a jerk right now. Huh?
That face of his, with his eyes wide and trembling lips. It sent shivers up my spine.
Game, why do you play with my emotions like this? If you say so.
So, what happens with me? Do I get to go home now?
In our world, we would be able to have her out on bail, but nope. Well, no. I don't think so. Not yet.
Oh, I see.
But I got a great lead in today's trial.
A lead?
That man with Miss May. He's the key.
Oh, I get it. What happened to Miss May after that anyway?
I heard they arrested her. I guess she's learning her charms won't work everywhere. She's probably at the detention center now. I may have to go down there later. Oh boy, gotta deal with her again. Anyway, this case is far from closed.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to find out more about this man.
Do you think he was the one who...
Maybe so.
Sis.
Don't worry. I'll find him by tomorrow. I promise.
I'm counting on you.
Don't worry, Maya. We'll save you. I asked for a full record of April May's testimony. I thought it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow. That's smart. But now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there's only one part that got left on the record. Interesting. I don't know how much good this will do me at all now. Anyway, time to hit the pavement and do some investigating. Maya doesn't belong in that detention center, and it's up to me to get her free. Okay, guys, and we will be doing that in the next episode. Wow, this game is so great, man. The characters are really, really interesting. I like the aspects of the legal system. I mean, it's not similar to our real one that we deal with in the US, but I mean, it has its similarities and its differences. But anyway, it's really fun. Great game. You should play it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, hope you have a nice day.